Skagboys, la más reciente novela de Irving Welsh, trabaja con los mismos personajes de Trainspotting: Renton, Spud, Skagboy. Y además los coloca en plenos años 80, cuando buscan pertenecer a la clase media.
I think for me it was like trying to make sense of the 80s, which was very much a kind of pivotal decade in the UK. It kind of it informed the politics that we have now. This was very much as a result of the victories that the ruling class kind of won in the 80s, and they did. They completely crushed the labour movement in the 80s. They destroyed the labour movement in Britain. It's a kind of, I mean, becoming kind of, middle class, or or selling out, or becoming kind of part of the establishment. In some ways, is a kind of disease of age. You know what I mean? You become. What happens when you get older? You get a bit more. You get fearful, and you get stupid and simple, and and you become kind of. You embrace anything that you think is going to kind of justify whatever your crap life is, basically, and that's is the kind of, that's a disease. It's a disease of age, basically. The trick is for all of us and for all those characters too, is to try and do that kind of, make that transition with a bit of kind of dignity, a bit of force, and a bit of impact. Still, not to become like these horrible people that used to write for kind of some kind of left-wing magazine and now write for the Daily Mail. It's like you've got to kind of you've got to try and have some sense of self, basically, have some sense of who you are and where you're from.
Revisar Trainspotting para encontrarse con sus viejos personajes no le fue nada fácil.
It's horrible. It's horrible. I've got to read all these. When you do a sequel, there's two reasons you have to read a book. It's like when you do a sequel and you do a film adaptation of a book, and I've been involved in both these things, and it's like it's horrible because all you can see is the flaws. In any book, you think it's my God, why did I write this sentence? Why did I write that paragraph? Why did I have this character involved? So you can just see all the flaws, and it's a terrible thing to do, to have to reread your own book, and it's like that kind of thing when you go into a bookstore and you see all these books that are written by you think, oh God, no, this has nothing to do with me. Like, I just want to run out of the bookstore as fast as I can.
En medio de la literatura inglesa, escrita por Julian Barnes, Martin Amis o Salman Rushdie, Welsh sigue siendo una excepción, un ejercicio de rebeldía.
It's bizarre to be like kind of in your 50s and still be the enfant terrible. It's bizarre. It's like kind of you kind of feel like the kind of the uncle at the wedding, basically, like who's kind of try and dance and be cool and all that, and touching up all the young girls and stuff like that. I mean, I feel like I'm the kind of the pervert uncle at the young person's wedding, But it's but the thing is, I'm actually kind of younger than all these guys you mentioned, which is kind of is bizarre too.
Choose good health and a career.
Para Noticias 22, Daniel Rodríguez Barrón.